Hey folks, this is Z-Man with Kedesh Farm. I wanted to let you folks know that I got me a nice sized doe this morning. It was a blistering cold morning, about 24 degrees. I got out here just before sunset, and I had to sneak along my pond bank to get to my blind, because straight ahead is typically where the deer bed. Probably going to have to move my blind somewhere else, because it's in too good of a spot. It's hard for me to get to it. Kind of give you a view on the inside, kind of give you an idea of how I got in here. Had to skirt along my pond bank because the pond we have an extreme drought going on here in the state of Tennessee, and I could walk the entire, just heard a deer. I can walk the entire bank of my pond now because the water is so low. Anyway, as I was walking along the pond bank, I looked up and saw 3 otters swimming around. That's a problem, because I've been stocking things in this pond and they've been helping themselves. So I do have a live trap set up. Need to get another one. Hopefully get these guys removed. But back to what we were talking about. So I skirted along the edge of the pond bank and made my way into our little caddy shatty raggedy hunting blind. Almost fell. Has a partial roof on it. I let my 10-year-old get loose with some spray paint just to kind of black us out a little bit. Kind of give you a view on the inside. This is to the right side over here, which we've seen several deer. A nice sized buck the other morning come through. I did take a shot at him, and my son said, "Dad, don't you think you need to move the fence?" I was like, "Nah, it'll be all right." Well, guess what? I missed the buck and hit the top wire. I was so ticked. Completely just missed the deer. But anyway, I got this set up with some shooting lanes. I will be taking that triangle and making it a lot wider. And I will be taking and leaving a back strip back there for the deer to have a little cover to move about. And also, hopefully, I could give myself some cover to sneak into my blind. I'm going to have to relocate it. We used to have salt and put corn out back before, way before deer season started. So they're accustomed to being in this area. And this is the left side view. This is more towards our road and our cabin, but wasn't quite expecting the deer to come from that location. And guess what? They did. Straight ahead, you probably can't see it. Way off in the distance, there's another blind. And well, you probably can't see it. There's another blind I have set up over there, and they were all hanging out near that blind. I thought I saw a buck. That is what caught my attention. So I started looking, and next thing I know, I started seeing several other does walk through. And one of the does decided to go to the left side, and she got within, I would say, 75 yards of me, and I was able to get a good shot in on her. Let's go back out. These otters are really just... We had a bunch of ducks out here. I'm not sure if the otters ate the ducks, but man, our ducks didn't last long at all. We had one duck that's still out here. Her name is Wanda, because as my son says, she likes to wander around. The otters have to go. All right, headed back to location where I shot the doe. I have a lane here, which I did not plan this out too good. I hastily put this blind up and didn't realize as I sat down, I can't see anything because of this all this cover grass. If you can look way out there, somewhere out there, there's I don't know if you can see the orange or not. There's another blind that I have. That's the location that the deer come from. It's a big old cluster of trees. There's a deer rub in there. At least it used to be. I haven't checked it in a while. And that's where they come from, that location. And they wandered over this way. And I'll take you to where I shot her. The way I like to verify whether I got a good hit is seeing if I have any hair or fur on the ground. She did do that instinctively. I've been hit by something, and As you can see right here, there's some hair. That was a pretty good sign that I hit her. I came over, verified, and really verified by looking at this on my little tree here, and pretty sure she was stumbling as she was making her way through here. She left a trail for me. Me being who I am, didn't want to walk through all of that stuff, so I went around the other side and picked up her blood trail, and probably about 30 yards away from here is where I made contact with her. She was down. Took you over to her in my truck. Hopefully it's not too much blood showing. But I was a little nervous on whether I was going to be able to get her loaded into this truck. That's my cabin. I literally probably could have sat on my front porch or from that window and shot. My wife said that's cheating. I do have a trail cam on my cabin, and we're always seeing deer out here in this area, going over in that area right there. Take you over. There she is, big old doe. Nice size, satisfied. Got one the other day, it was smaller doe. Horrible shot on it. I don't even want to talk about what happened, but I just was not satisfied with what happened with that situation. I re-sighted my gun to make sure I was good, but I was able to recover the doe. Walk out to my pond here. These otters, I've been having items up on my dock end up in the water, and I thought it was kids coming over here. I assumed people were coming over here and messing around. Well, it was them. All kinds of items that we're finding just stroll all about, and I would assume it's these playful guys. I found some scat over here with fish scales in it. That's a pretty good sign that it's an otter. I do have a heron, blue heron out here helping himself to some fish, but I'm more concerned about the otters and what they could do to a small pond. It's about a 1.5 acre pond, and 3 otters. Oh my gosh, they could wipe us out. So I need to get those guys relocated. But I wanted to give you a little update of excitement I had this morning. I was debating whether I wanted to take another shot at another doe, but guess what? I have to clean them. So lesson learned a couple of hunting trips ago. Shot 3 doe, and that took forever to get those dudes clean. I just wanted to give you guys a little update about what's going on here at Kedesh Farm and deer season. Deer season, I think it wraps up January the 7th here in the state of Tennessee. I could be wrong, but I think it's somewhere. I know it's sometime in January. And I'm gonna try and get a little Z out here, see if he can get him a buck. My daughter's been out a couple of times to hunt, and I would love for them to be able to get them a doe or a buck, whatever for them. I mostly hunt does, but my kids, I'll let them get whatever, as long as it's the right size. This is Z-Man, and I'm out.